Hello, math classes. I wanted to give you the answer key for yesterday's assignment. So here's page 1, and here's page 2. Please check your work, and number 8 will be Monday's due now. So right now we're going to be working on 2.3. Your objectives in this lesson are to use similar figures to write and solve a proportion, write unit rates, use rates to convert units, and to use a rate to write an equation. Here are the key terms we'll be going over: similar, corresponding sides, unit rate, and rate. If you are unfamiliar with any of those terms, I suggest looking those up. So you and your friends are discussing the height of a tall pine tree. Everyone has this discussion, don't they? Your friend Kirk suggests that you can determine the height of the tree by measuring the shadow cast by the tree. Sound familiar? He thinks that the shadow's height length will be the same as the tree height length. So you measure the shadow's height length, because everyone has a random measuring tape in their back pocket, and find that it's about 8 meters long. But the tree appears to be a lot taller than that. You notice that Kirk appears to be taller than his shadow as well. So you measure both Kirk and his shadow and find that Kirk is 1.5 meters tall and his shadow is 0.6 meters long. You can use similar figures to help you solve this problem. Kind of like what we studied in Stretching and Shrinking 5.1, the shadow method. So here we have this handy-dandy diagram. If you look at Kirk right here, doesn't he look funny? So we don't know how tall the tree is, but we know its shadow length is 8. We do know the height of Kirk. Kirk is, and I can't write in this tiny box, so I'm going to write next to it. He is 1.5 meters, and his shadow length is 0.6 meters long. Write a ratio that compares Kirk's height to his shadow length, then simplify. Then it asks us to write a ratio that compares Kirk's height to the shadow's length. Here is height over length, and go ahead and simplify that. If you're unsure how to simplify, here's a handy-dandy trick right here. It says one way to simplify a ratio that involves a decimal is to multiply the numerator and the denominator by an approximate multiple of 10 to eliminate the decimal in the ratio. Then simplify the result as you normally would. So for instance, I'm going to do the actual over here. 1.5 times 10 and 0.6 times 10 would give us 15 over 6. Here's the finished product. So right here is like our legend. So if the tree's height is 3 meters, what is the length of the tree's shadow? So you would set up Kirk's height and Kirk's shadow length you knew before, 1.5 over 0.6 meters equals the tree's height, 3 meters, over, we don't know the tree's shadow. Then you would cross multiply and solve. Go ahead and try 4 and 5 on your own. So, as you finish finding the tree's height, an elderly woman comes out of her house nearby and asks what you're doing. You explain that you have found the tree's height by using the length of its shadows. Upon hearing this, the woman tells you that she and her husband planted the tree on their wedding day 50 years ago. When they planted the tree, it was about 1 meter tall. She tracked its growth until it was too tall to measure directly. According to the woman, the tree had grown about 30 centimeters each year. Recall that a rate is a ratio in which the units of the numbers being compared are different. A unit rate is a rate per one given unit, such as 43 miles per 1 gallon. It takes you 2 hours to ride your bike 24 miles, so therefore it would take you 12 miles in 1 hour, per 1 hour, or 12 miles per hour. Go ahead and try 1 on your own. Continue with 2 through 3. This is what we're going to work on Monday. If you want to attempt it and try it, please go ahead. After you make this table, you will have to make a graph, but I want to go over that on Monday. So from this point, go ahead and finish everything we did before, and then page 27 and 28 in your assignments. Thanks. See you later.